Hey guys, it's me, Laura, of Crocheting Whovian. How y'all doing tonight? It's been about 3 weeks since I last podcasted, I want to say. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, give or take a little bit. Which is about average, considering everything. I've been averaging that out because I really had nothing to show you guys. And really nothing to talk about. So, didn't want to waste your time. So it's been 3 weeks, nothing really happening, nothing going on. I've just been settling in from my big trip to California, which you all heard about. Nothing really going on. It's been very quiet around here. I do want to welcome everybody for joining me and sticking by me through the ups and downs and excuse me, and you know, everything like that. You guys know the drill. Thank you for anyone else who's new and, you know, returning. I do have a few announcements to make. So we're going to, you know. Sorry, I just realized something. And I wrote it down before I forget. Yeah, so why don't we just dive right in and make it happen. First up is my 3 cal-cals that are happening right now, which is the Me, Myself, and I cal-cal. And the Cobblestones hat cal-cal. Well, cal, because it's only a knit-along. Both until April 1st. So today's the what? The 29th? I don't even know. I think it's the 29th. As I'm filming this, I don't know when it's going to get up. So you may have about 1 or 2 days to post anything in there. I'm closing it at midnight on the 1st, which is technically the beginning of the 2nd. But I'm throwing it out there. Maybe even in the morning of the 2nd, just, you know, to give you guys some more time. But for those 2, they both end April 1st. And there's a reason for that. The Turtle Time Challenge, though it was supposed to end on April 1st, I actually extended it to June 1st. And there's a reason for that. And I'm gonna go right into that now too. I extended it to June 1st because realistically, you know, who can get a Timmy done, like 5 Timmys done that quickly? I mean, I can, but I'm just weird. Sorry, I'm getting texts. So with that, you know, I decided to extend it to June 1st. So let me write that down too, just in case. There's the reason for that too is I was, as you guys may already know, asked so like I'm so honored by this to co-host once again for the 2nd year in a row, Autism Awareness Cal-Cal with Pen Hook and Needles. Pen Hook and Needles asked me to co-host, and I so proudly accepted. It is for an awesome cause. It's an awesome Cal-Cal. It's among my favorites that they do, aside from the toy long. Basically, I'm going to put the thread up tomorrow morning, which is the 30th. Basically, all you do, it's the same exact rules as them. 1 whip, 1 project, 1 whip per project per week, and as many FOs as you do that week. Knit in bright colors, predominantly bright. I mean, I have a hat pattern here that I have a hat yarn, whatever you want to call it. I can't English today. I have a yarn here that I'm making into a hat that I would accept if it was. I haven't worked on it though, but I want to show you what I mean by bright. I haven't been working on this, so I'm not even going to tell you what the pattern is, but this is the yarn. And you see the brightness? Even though the black is the background, I would accept this. This is what I mean by bright colors. And you'll see another thing I worked on bright colors, but I want to say a good majority of it has to be bright colors. Yeah, sorry. I have a lot of projects behind me, but yeah, so that's just about it. 1 whip per project a week, 1 FO whenever you finish it, as many FOs as you finish. It does not have to be started April 1st, but has to be worked on after April 1st. And I believe the cal-cal goes to June 1st. I want to say, if not June 1st, June 30th. I will get the exact dates in the thread tomorrow. I'm going to try to have some autism facts, but I can't promise that. You know, whatever the case may be. it just depends on timing and stuff like that. But I'm saying a lot of ums. I'm sorry. I should have been better prepared for this, but I'm winging this kind of thing. There you go. So, yes. So now I lost my train of thought. The Turtle Time Challenge, the reason why I extended it is to go into that because bright colors for the Timmies and the Biddies are perfect. And this way you could double dip in both. The other thing is, too, is the featured patterns for the autism awareness are obviously any one of Franciscan Gypsy Designs patterns. My 2 patterns, whether it be a Hufflepuff Pillow Monster or the X Marks the Spot hat pattern, crochet hat pattern I have. And anything in Undead Yarn Heidi's autism awareness yarn. Now, I have some of it here, and you're going to see it when I do my acquisitions, but it's a beautiful colorway. She only makes it for this time period. She's taking pre-orders now for in fingering, sport, and worsted. I have the worsted. I am going to order in sport and fingering. The prizes, I have a few that were donated. I also have some that I'm donating from my stash and things like that. And I have ideas of getting stuff while I'm at a specific place that I have not mentioned yet. Just have fun with it, guys. You know, all the cals are fun, chatter, everything. Just get down with it. But the Turtle Time Challenge, again, if you make any of the Biddies or the Timmies, you could double dip in the autism awareness thread and in the Turtle Time Challenge. However, they have to be bright colors. And the reason why I was hesitant to extend it is because I haven't mentioned it to them yet, but I'll mention it to you guys and then shoot over an email to them. September 1st starts the Tortoise versus Hare. I am doing a second annual Tortoise versus Hare. So I'm making it an annual thing because it's fun. And you guys know the drill with that one. That one I'm not even going to discuss until like August. But yeah, so that's why I was hesitant to extend the Turtle Time Challenge because I didn't want it to take away from that, but it really isn't. So therefore, I am extending it to June 1st. Okay, let's get on to other people's news. The PHN Shawl Along ends in 2 days. April 1st, I believe. No, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. March 31st, excuse me. Is it 30? Yeah, 31 days in March. So it ends March 31st. March 31st is the last day. You got like 2 or 3 more days left. And my suggestion is get everything in there. Their rules are mine because I stole them from them. 1 whip per project per week. And any FO whenever you finish it, as long as you worked on it in that time period. I suggest checking it out. Check out the podcast if you've never seen them. Penhook and Needles, they're awesome. Next up is Undead Yarn Designer Along, Heidi's Designer Along. I believe you have until the 31st to complete. I don't think she's taking whips, but complete any, which if you're thinking about it now, it may be too late unless you're rapid knitter. Any of Susanna IC patterns. Susanna IC, her patterns are phenomenal. I have to say that. I have 2 that I planned on getting the yarn for when I was at Stitches West. And nothing just jumped at me. So I plan on continuous looking, and you'll understand why in a second. But April 1st starts the famous and glorious Lara Smoot for Lara Smoot Designs. And I'm excited about this for 2 reasons. I plan on making 2 different of her patterns. And the other reason is because I'm meeting her in May. I got my tickets and my hotel room all done for Maryland Sheep and Wool. That was my next announcement with that. But check out Heidi if you haven't seen Heidi. She's Nitty Girl on YouTube or Nitty Girl 1. It's either Nitty Girl and I get confused with that. But and her Etsy shop is Undead Yarn. Her yarn is beautiful, and when I get to it, you'll see the autism awareness colorway. But to Maryland Sheep and Wool, yes, I got my tickets and I got my hotel, and I am going to Maryland Sheep and Wool. I am super, super, super excited about that. for many reasons aside from the yarn. I don't know if you could hear Chewy playing with his toy. He's right outside the door. One, because of the yarn, obviously. And two, because I get to meet Lara Smoot and the lovely ladies of Pen Hook and Needles. And I'm not going to lie, but those two factors right there were a big reason as to why I'm going. Because I went to Stitches, I went to Rhinebeck, and I'm going to Rhinebeck again. I was going to go to Stitches United. But when I was at Stitches West, all of my favorite dyers that were there, I asked if they were going to be at Stitches United. And they all equally said no. The only one that's going to be at Stitches United that I love is Stunning Bunny Studio. I love their stuff. I love their stitch markers. I love their stitch savers. I love their yarn. I love them, but I felt that going to Stitches United, whatever it's called, whatever, would be a drastic waste of my time and energy and money, because there's only one dyer that I know for sure I like, and there's not many dyers going. So it's like Stitches United, Maryland Sheep and Wool, which have all my favorite dyers there. I chose Maryland Sheep and Wool. Even though Stitches United, I would not have needed a hotel room because it's only an hour away. Same as Rhinebeck. It's the same. Rhinebeck goes this way. The part of Connecticut goes that way. So it's the same amount of distance for me, same amount of time. So I wouldn't have needed a hotel. But I also plan on going to Rhinebeck in October too. So we'll see. But yeah, if you're going to Maryland Sheep and Wool, hit me up. Leave me a message down there. I will be wearing this button that says hello, my name is, and I'm going to put my Crocheting Whovian on there for Ravelry. I'll be wearing that, and I'll possibly, not guaranteeing it, possibly be wearing my Crocheting Whovian t-shirt. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But hit me up. Leave me a message here. Message me on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, wherever you know me from, and tell me, hey, I'm going. Let's meet up. Because I am going to be there. So, with that being said, I think we should just dive right in. My mound of projects. There's like 6. Okay. You know what? The first one on the list is at the bottom of the pile. My luck, right? Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. In my extra large Silver Shade USA Inside Out bag, I love this bag, is my Age of Innocence shawl. It is the Hitchhiker Beyond pattern by Martina Beam, and the yarn is Miss Babs Yazawada Skein in the colorway Age of Innocence. Excuse me, I can't speak. I got a fair amount of progress on this. Matter of fact, I was working on this just before I started podcasting. I have about 20 teeth on here. I have one more repeat to go, and then I start to decrease this. But I'm loving the way it's patterning. I don't know if you could really, it kind of looks like lilac-y. I'm loving the yarn. I'm loving everything about this. This is one of my favorite, like, brainless knitting projects. And I just moved the progress keeper, so I know where I was the last time. But, you know, it's brainless knitting. The pattern calls for fingering. But this is obviously a Yowza. Oh, look how pretty that is. Yeah, you could see it coming true to color. And I decided to do it on a US 8, which is 5mm needles, because I'm doing it in a Yowza. So it's going to be a little bit bigger, hopefully, than the ones I previously made. I'm hoping, because I want it a little bit bigger. This is a pay-for pattern. It basically is the opposite of the regular Hitchhiker. The teeth go up instead of down. Excuse me. That's better. So yeah, I know I've made, that's my third one, I want to say. Yeah, it's my third one. I like them. It's my brainless knitting. I could sit there and not have to worry about anything and just do it, you know, as long as I count my stitches. Okay, in my medium Silver Shed USA Stitches West bag that I had custom made, Stitches West, Nerdy Sanctuary, Stitches West 2017 bag, is Neapolitan the Giraffe. The pattern is Stanley the Giraffe by the Little Muggers Designs, and the yarn Witch Candy in the colorway Heart Shape Box. Now, I got the head done. So tiny, so cute. That's the head. Last time I barely had the head done. I started the body, and I got the horns done. See? This was the kit I put together for me, Nicole, and Jenny for stitches. And we were supposed to work on it while we were there, and none of us worked on it. We were just working on other things, and we started other projects, and you know the case may be, but I want to make it anyway, so I'm doing it. Next up, in my Erin Lane Sheeple Doctor Who bag, is my Bewitching shawl. The pattern is the Sock Knitted Shawl by K.F. Jones. The yarn is Miss Babs Care in the colorway Bewitching, which I will be getting another one at Maryland Sheeple will, hopefully in Yowza. Now, I really didn't get much progress on this done because you'll see why in a little bit, but I got enough of it done. This is where I was the last time we met, and that's where I am now, obviously. And I'll move it. Oh, my hair. Does anybody else knit their hair into their projects? Because it always happens to me. Always, without fail. Yeah, so I'm liking the way this is working out. The thing is that I noticed I'm a very tight knitter. So, I don't know. I have to figure out my gauge because, like I said, I'm a very tight knitter. Maybe I should go up a needle size with these. I don't see me making another one of these anytime soon because this is like my third one too. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'll do another one in a Yowza. We'll see. I don't know. I want to venture out a little bit more, but it's in this bag, which I absolutely positively love. It's an Erin Lane Sheeple bag. I got it at Stitches West while I was there. I love the window. I've been tracking the site to see if I could get more of them because I definitely want another one. And this is the yarn. It's coming up true. I love it. And the reason why I love this fabric is because it's Doctor Who sheep. Like there's the 11th Doctor, there's the 4th, 11th, 10th. So, I mean, I don't know. I love it. And here we go. I'm putting it away. Sorry, guys. I'm hoping to make more progress on that next week. Oh, my zipper pull. It's a Captain America tag. I got a Hobby Lobby. Excuse me. In my Southpaw Creation Avengers bag is my Funfetti shawl, which is the baby girl shawl that I started. And this pattern is Scrap Shawl by Anastasia Zeitel. And the yarn is Karen Cakes in the colorway Funfetti. I got a lot of this done. This was my TV crocheting, among other things. But I don't bring that project in here because it's too big. But I got 2 colors, 1 full color done. And then there's that. I'm hoping to have this done by next week. But yeah, so there you have it. I love this pattern. This is like, actually, the thing is that with the Karen Cakes, I had to bowl it up. Because if you pull it from the middle, it collapses within itself and it starts to tangle. So that's what was happening to me. And I decided, again, my hair. I decided that to take it out from the outside and start bowling it up because I just could not deal with the knots and the tangling and everything else anymore. So this is it. I have another cake of this that I'm definitely going to use in this shawl because I want it to be big and cozy and just wrap me up in it. Because the last one I made like this out of, it was, I forgot the colorway, but it was Loops and Threads. I actually gave that one away because a woman at the hospital I go to every Friday for my doctor's appointments, she's always complaining she was cold and she saw it and she liked it, so I felt bad. She was an older lady and I just gave it to her. So this is what it looks like. It's a paid-for pattern. I highly recommend, if you're a crocheter, I highly recommend this one because it's just so mindless. And it's the same repeat over and over again, so it's like you don't even need to pay attention to it. You just, I don't have to look at my stitches anymore. I could crochet without looking. And I've gotten to the point where I could knit without looking, somewhat. So yeah, as long as it's just knitting, it's not purling, it's not knit front and back, it's none of that. It's just knitting. Yeah. Okay. Next up in my extra large Silver Shed USA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bag is my Goofy the Timid Turtle. Yes, are you surprised? It's another turtle. The pattern is Timmy the Timid Turtle by Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and the yarn is Yarn Tree UK in the colorway Goofy. It doesn't look like much, but believe it or not, I am just about at the straightaway. Because I do the face and the feet last. Well, the face definitely last. I always do the shell first because it's the biggest part. But I'm pretty much just about, I'm like 3 rows away from the straightaways. 3 or 2, I don't remember. But this is the yarn. This is how much I have left of this skein. But I have a whole nother skein right here, which I don't think I'm going to need, but we'll see. Because again, very tight crocheter and knitter, but for that matter. But the yarn is Yarn Tree UK, and it's her DK base, and the colorway is Goofy because it looks like Goofy. The greens, the oranges, the blues, and the browns. This is the first time I'm using her yarn in a bigger toy. I normally do it in the smalls like biddies and giraffes and things like that. So no, the problem is they're not the same dye lot. So if you see, this orange is a little bit duller to this orange, which I'm okay with. That doesn't bother me, especially with a toy. I love Mills yarn no matter what, so it really doesn't affect me in the least bit. But like I said, and the remaining of the turtle is going to be Knit Picks Bravo worsted in the colorway Tranquil, which is this, and orange, which is this. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this one being done. This one I'm keeping. I've kept, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but if you look at my Instagram, I had a picture of a tower of turtles. And those are all the turtles I made for me, that I kept for me. One of them, however, which is made out of Knit Picks Chroma, is going to be given away. But as far as the big giant one, I'm keeping. My niece fell in love with it. Yes, I have to make her one. But I'm being FaceTimed. Oh, sorry. Yes, I have to make her one. And in time I will. But right now, no. That one is mine and that's it. No one's taking that one from me. Because, you know, people thought that because it was bigger. And I know I'm off on a tangent. But people thought because it was bigger that it would be easier to make because the stitches were bigger. But believe it or not, it was actually more fiddly for me. For me. May not be for you, but it was very fiddly because of the chunky weight of the yarn. It was very fiddly for me. So it took me long. That one took me longer to make than most of the, maybe my first or second. These are my first and second Timmy's. It took me probably just as long as those two did. But now I can get and bang them out in like, if I'm only working on that like a day and a half. Because the pattern's all in my head. Like, people think I'm insane because I've literally made over 20 of each biddy, and biddies are easy to make, so I understand why I made so many of them. But I mean, you could see most of my biddies right there. But the Timmy's are a little bit bigger, and I have to say, making over 20 of those, it's a little bit of a big accomplishment for me. You know, being focused on one project to do that. Okay. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but you get it. All right. Moving on. In my Southport Creation Inside Out bag is my Green Lantern hat. The pattern is the Cobblestone Hat by Susie Gorley. And the yarn is Little Owl Fibers in the colorway Alfaba. I finally got the right pronunciation for it. It's a free pattern, so I could tell you mostly about it. I've done one complete repeat. I'm into the second repeat. And I'm loving the way the yarn is patterning and striping. The only issue I'm having, I love the yarn. Pam, if you're watching, I love the yarn. The only issue I'm having is, like any other hand-dyed yarn with black, it's coming off of my hands. But I mean, it's not that big a deal. Just one soak, and I just have to soak it, and it won't do that anymore. Not to say that you didn't, but you know what I mean. And I'm loving the bounce of it. I'm loving the softness of it. I'm loving the colors of it. So, I mean, I can't wait to have this done. This is a cobblestone hat, too. This is made from Heidi Undead Yarns Wild Rumpus colorway. And I think it was an oops because there's no pink in it. But yeah, but I love it. And I already have the yarn all caked up for the next one I'm making. I love hats. I can wear a hat all year round if it wasn't so hot in New York. But yeah, this is the yarn. This is it caked. Loving it. Love the bag. Love the project. See? Okay. Now, and last but not least, in my Mama C Exploding TARDIS bag is Zombified the Monster. Now, here's the thing. I have hair all over because my hair keeps falling out. It's winter. Here's the thing with this. I am making it out of the Edwards Crochet Imaginarium book. This was the exact book that Marlisha and Talia of Panhook and Needles was giving away. When I saw it on their podcast, I had to have it. I thought it was amazing, and I thought it was cool, and all that. So I have everything, the arms. I had the head picked out, but yeah, okay. I don't know, but yeah, that's the... Let me see something. Hold it, because it's going to tell me which head I chose. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, H2. Okay. I thought so, but it keeps moving, so. This is the exact monster I'm making, because you can make it any way you want. So, the head and the body are all the same. It's the arms and legs and any embellishments on the head that changes. But the basic body of the monster is all the same. And the dog is barking. I don't know why. I'm ignoring him. But I finished the head, and it's all worked in one piece. So I finished the head, as you could see. And on here, they recommend French knots for the eyes. I don't like French knot eyes. I like either the colorwork eyes or the safety eyes. And I chose the cat-like safety eyes. The yarn is, sorry, I didn't even get to that. The yarn is Undead Yarn in the colorway, in the baddie base in the colorway Zombified. This I got a while ago. This is deep, deep, deep stash. I got this over a year ago when Talia came out with her bookworm pattern, and this was a kit from Heidi with the bookworm pattern and everything else, and I had 4 skeins of it. I made the bookworm out of 1 skein of it. I gave 1 skein of it away, and now I have 2. And I'm making the monster out of it. So I felt it was seeing as though that the name of the yarn was Zombified, I felt it was the right thing. I felt it was the right thing to do. I'm actually enjoying that, and I have ideas for another monster after that. Because there's no 2 monsters alike in there. Yes, the body, the head and the body are the same pattern for all, but the embellishments with the horns, the tentacles, the arms, the legs, there's no 2 monsters that are going to be alike. So that book was right up my alley, and I'm so, so thankful for it. How long have I been speaking? 28 minutes. Good, because we're almost done. On to finished objects. Okay. So there were a few things you didn't see in this, and I don't think you even noticed or realized. But I finished my Purple People Eater shawl, which I haven't blocked yet, so it's still like relatively small. But this is the Sock Knitter Shawl by KF Jones, and the pattern is the yarn is Miss Babs Carrot in the colorway Ultraviolet. Now, like I said, I'm a tight knitter, obviously, so this is where it gets me because it's too small. The wingspan is too small for me. So I have to block it, definitely block it, because even if I put it on like this, it's too small. It'll fall right off. So I didn't want to block it yet because 1, it's freezing outside, and 2, I didn't think it would be dry in time to show you guys. So when I finish blocking it, I shall show you again, but that's that for now. Next up is my Mad Hatter shawl. The pattern is the Yowza White Shawl 1 by Susan B. Anderson. And the yarn is Yowza What a Skein in the colorway Mad Hatter. I did not block this yet, and I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to wash it, and that's it. Soak it, and that's it. Because it's perfect size. And I'm going to keep it on the rest of the podcast. And last, but certainly not least, is my Lady the Bashful Baby Turtle. Pattern is Biddy the Bashful Baby Turtle by Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and the yarn is Lady Fernico Creations in the colorways, because it's, the whole thing is My Little Pony Oops, Bright Purple Untamed Oops, and Just Pink Please. Look how cute it is. It came out so tiny. Now, this is made out of sport weight, but I have to say, and I love the yarn. There's no criticism towards the yarn. It's light sport for me. So it's like a heavy fingering light sport, in my opinion. My opinion means nothing. I'm just saying in my opinion. I love the yarn. I love the way it made. But I want to show you the size difference between this one and a DK one. It's so itty bitty and it's so cute. I'm keeping this one. There's no two ways around it. These two of mine, definitely keep. Those up there, maybe they're going for donation. But these two are mine to keep. And they are so small. This is a little baby. She's my little baby. But I brought this one. I brought out Rhonda so that you could see the size difference. It's so cute. I love it. I'm making another one. In the exact same, because there's plenty of that yarn left. I'm making another one, but I haven't started yet. Otherwise, you would have seen it. But that's it for whips and FOs. Now, I know you're all thinking, hey, she just came back from Stitches. She really doesn't have many acquisitions. I wish I could say that was true. Hi, my name is Laura, and I have a yarn addiction. Okay? Hi, Laura. Anyway. So we're going to get into that right now. Now, my favorite website, it updates daily. We all know that. And I go on it daily. And I buy. Because I'm addicted. Okay. We're going to start now with the Miss Babs, which is the website that updates daily. First up is the Miss Babs Kiara in the colorway, in a Wild Iris Space, which is non-repeatable, and the colorway is Scully. So pretty. It's so pretty. Yarn baby. Next up in the Kiara base is a Babette, and the colorway is Zombie Prom. Now, there's a reason. You'll see the next one. There's a reason. I forgot I got this one at Stitches. And I thought I was ordering the next one. And I ended up with 2 of these. So this one is actually going to my best friend for her birthday. But nonetheless, it was a purchase. And she knows I'm giving it to her. But this is Zombie Prom. I wanted all of the zombies. The Zombie Game, Zombie Prom, and Zombie Honeymoon. I got Zombie Honeymoon and Zombie Prom. No, excuse me. I got Zombie Prom just before I went to Stitches. And I got Zombie Honeymoon at Stitches. So I completely forgot, and I thought I was ordering this one, which is Zombie Games. Oh no, this is Mayhem. Where the heck did Zombie Games go? It's right here. Zombie Games. I got 6 games of Miss Babs in 2 weeks. I have an addiction. This is Zombie Games. Now, this is the one I thought I was buying when I bought this one. This is the one I wanted. So now I have all the zombies. Zombie Games, Zombie Honeymoon, and Zombie Prom. This one is Mayhem in the Kiara base. That's so pretty. I have this one in a DK, which I wanted to make a toy out of. But looking at it, it's just too dark for a toy, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I haven't decided yet. I know 2 of my skeins of Miss Babs Yowzas are going in as prizes for Autism Awareness. One for me, and I believe I may be donating one. I have to go through my stash again. But this is a Yowza in a wild iris base, and this is Jada. I bought this one for a toy, but I think it's too pretty to be a toy. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Then there is a wild iris and a Yowza, and this is Werner, which, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. I said pretty, I bought. I have to stop doing that because they wind up staying in my stash without me knowing what the heck to do with them. Which is why that zombified toy finally is something, because my yarn is too precious for me, especially those ones. Okay. Sorry, I have 2 of these in them. All right, you know what? Let me do this one first. Okay. This is the Undead yarn in her baddie base, and the colorway is Autism Awareness. Now, this one's a little bit different from last year's. This one's a little bit brighter, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This one, all right, I have to confess. I'm sorry, Heidi. This one's going to be a Timmy. Yeah. This is going to be a Timmy. There's no, come on, look at it. Look at it. Come on, it has to be a Timmy. Has to be a Timmy. I know. I know. I know. Okay. Okay. This is Dragonfly Fibers. Now, I went on the website because the last time we met, they had the bi-monthly Dragonfly Fibers Club. And I believe I showed it to you. I may not have, I don't remember. It may have just gone away. I honestly don't remember. But I went on the site because I had to print out the pattern. And because with the kit, they give you a pattern and all that. And I fell in love with this colorway, Add Stitches. And I said, I'm just going to let it be. I got the Aurora Borealis instead because I don't know why. I could have gotten both, but I didn't. So they only had 2 of these left on the website. Now, I don't know if they're making more or what the case may be. But this is Horton Hears a Who. Now, I think it's gorgeous. And I have no clue as to what I'm going to do with these yet. Definitely going to be a toy. I may make 2 toys. Well, I think I'm going to make an owl out of it, in all honesty. And when I say owl, I either mean York the owl or the other owl pattern I had purchased not too long ago. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm almost done, guys. I promise. Yeah, I'm done after this. Okay. A few weeks ago, before I went to Canada, I was approached by someone to join a swap. And it's called Yarn Swap Around the World. I believe that's the name of it. What basically it is the person who started it. She didn't give me permission to mention her on the podcast, so I'm not going to. She basically put 18 items in a box and shipped it out and said, now she took 18 items out of her own stash. There was notions, there was yarn, there was bags, there was everything. And she put them in the box and mailed it to the first person. Now, the idea was for the first person to take what they wanted out of the box. They could take none or everything. But the idea is whatever you take out, you have to replace that item with something else. So, this is what I'm about to show you. It came to me just around the time of the big snowstorm. So, I may live in New York City, but the part of New York City I live in, the post office is ridiculous. Literally ridiculous. I just got a Valentine's Day card 3 days ago. 3 days ago. And it's the end of March. So my post office is ridiculous. So they shut down for maybe 5 days. And finally, when I got the package to send out to the post office, I screwed up the address. So the person didn't get it for a good week and a half after they should have. So, but yeah, I got this around the time of the snowstorm. Now, I took 4 items out of the box. 2 were yarn. 1 was a pair of Notion scissors to fold and, clippers. And the other one was a thing of washi tape. Now, I took the washi tape and I've been using it because I wanted to know what the hype is about washi tape. I'm not going to lie, that's why I took it. But I replaced it with pattern books, some other notions, and some more yarn. So, I mean, I did good. So, but these are the, I'm going to show you the yarns I got out of it. This is for Knit Picks Felici in the colorway Beyond the Wall, which is ironic because, you know, the whole wall scandal. Ugh, no politics, please. And Opal. And this is Opal Honey. Look. I don't know how Opal works, but I saw it. I've never worked with Opal, and I plan on working with it with this. This is going to be my first pair of socks. Completed socks. Speaking of Knit Picks Felici, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, and I just ordered it, and next podcast you'll see it. Knit Picks is now making Felici in worsted. I ordered like 5 skeins. I had to. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Then there is, I have from here, Lady Fernicle Creations in her worsted base, which is 100% superwash merino wool. And the colorway, it's 220 yards, and the colorway is Plum Deluxe. Now, Plum Deluxe is the tea club that both Talia and myself belong to. And this is based off of their logo. But I got this because purple is my favorite color. Orange is my second favorite color. Purple and blue are my favorite colors. Orange is the third, I guess you could say, favorite color. But I'm going to make a hat for myself out of this. And last but not least is my No Makers Captain America. This is worsted, 218 yards, squishy gnome in Captain America. I've been waiting for this to come out again, months, and I just ordered 2 more. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. But yeah. And and last on the acquisitions is I had the other interchangeable needles interchangeable needles case from on Silver Shed USA. The thing is that I was at Stitches and my friend Nicole goes, "Ooh, I like that. May I borrow that?" She had just bought her first set of interchangeables, and I believe they were the Melodies. I think they were. I don't remember the name of them. They're in my wish list on Amazon now, but yeah. She's like, "Ooh, I like that. I don't have a case, and we're going to the convention this weekend. Can I borrow it?" So I'm like, fine, give me a Ziploc bag. And I put mine in a Ziploc bag. I conveniently forgot to take it back. But it's okay because I found it for me to be just a little too small. So when I came home, I ordered the bag interchangeable case. And that's what I have. And I contacted Anne of Silver Shed USA, Anne Brody, and I said, "Can you just make it a little bit different for me? Can you use like Doctor Who fabric?" And I haven't seen her make anything out of this fabric yet. And I'm kind of thinking Anne may have just gotten it for me. And if that's the case, I love you, Anne. Thank you very much if you're watching this. But it's all Doctor Who. And I have to say, this fits my needles 10 times better. Now, if I ever get another one, because when my tax returns come, I am getting another, I'm getting the Goo Goo red lace interchangeables. And my friend's father also bought me the Higher Sharp interchangeables. Now, if I do get the Goo Goos, I'm actually going to order another one, but I'm going to ask her to make it in a extra large bag and see if she can, because this is her small. This is just bigger than a small bag. It's just smaller than a medium, but bigger than a small. But it fits everything perfectly. And I ordered a strap, and I have the strap for it. But I only use the strap when I need the strap. But if you're looking for a needle case, this is the way to go, because she makes the pockets for the needles, and I have room for more needles. I don't know if you can't see it, because I'm dumb. See, there's the pocket for the needles. There's more needles. Then here in the middle is, I actually should be using this for the cords, but instead I got my short needles in there. And I even have my whole case, my whole pack of shorts in here. Right here. My Caspian shorts. So all of my, literally every single one of my interchangeables are in here that I have in my possession right now. But that's it. That's it for this week. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down there. Leave them in the thread. I want to thank everybody for leaving comments in the last episode. I haven't really been good with keeping up with that stuff, and I'm a bad podcaster in that sense. Promising I'm trying to do better. It's just when I read them, it's usually on my phone, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it when I get by my computer, and then I get by my computer and my brain farts and I forget. So yeah, I'm gonna get on that now. When I get in there to make the thread for autism awareness, I will answer everybody from the last podcast. But until then, until next time, I want to say hi and all that good stuff. And I should see you guys before Easter, but I'll see you. I'll be making a short video to announce the winners of the cobblestone and the me, myself, and I. But until then, have a good one. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your day. And just be safe. Bye.